All right, good morning, everybody. I hope we had a wonderful and restful night. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning for us to review the market together again and take good entries for ourselves and then see how the market pans out. All right, it has been a very, very, very eventful week. Like I would normally tell us, and like we've been saying as well. This week is a good week for us to engage the market. It's a good time for us to also take advantage of the news and the volatility being driven into the whole space, right? So let me just go to my forest factory, right? And then let's look at what we have uh, this morning. Okay, let me just share. Let me share my screen. Okay, just 1 minute, please. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so my my screen is not up yet. It's going to show any moment from now. Just hold on. Come in. All right. All right. Great. Great. Right. Okay. So this morning, we will be having uh today, right, that we'll be having some high impact news which will of course drive some volatility into the market. But so far, you on Monday we had no major news. On Tuesday we only had news that came out at 4 p.m. And somehow we saw some moves in the market on lower time frame though. Saw some moves on lower time frame yesterday. And for those who joined the live session yesterday, you saw how the market moved uh, yesterday. Right. Today, in fact, from 1:30 a.m., we began to have our impact news from the uh, Australian region. Okay, I think I need to refresh my page. Okay, so that we can see the full. Okay, all right. So we're going to have news from the Australian region. Their CPI came out, and then this shows you can see the impact of this is that it shows that inflation is reducing, and so it's not so much good for Australian dollar. All right. So this data CPI quarter by quarter, year on year, only shows that the inflation is reducing in that region. Uh, Okay. So and then later today, apart from the all day German prelim CPI that's going to be released. Okay, we have some other news around 2:15, 2:30. We have news coming out at 8 p.m. Now, the news for around 2:15 is the ADP non-farm employment. By 2:30, news will come out both from the Canadian region and then the US region as well by 2:30 p.m. And then all the way through to 8 p.m. and 8:30 p.m., we'll have the first federal fund rate for the year 2024. And then it's going to be a very, very wonderful time, 8 p.m., 8 p.m. Just get yourself set to make money from the market today. All right. So it's going to be something you will enjoy. All through today. So tomorrow, we have some other high impact news from the GDP zone and then USD zone. Okay. So today let's switch straight into to our chart and then let's see how the market let's see the outlook today and then how we can navigate through the whole space this morning. Okay. All right. Okay, this is US index. US index on 1 hour time frame. And now if you look at what happened, I was saying somewhere yesterday, I said with the state of things and how things are looking, if you look at US dollar and then you look at what is happening to gold, this is one of the few times that the narrative of having a negative correlation really didn't apply. Look at all the moves here, on US dollar yesterday, especially prior to the 3:30 and then the 4 o'clock session where we had news. Look at this move, all right. And then if you look, when we do that, look at gold. Look at gold. Where's my gold? Okay, hold on. And look at gold as well. Okay, and look at gold. Can you see some semblance? Now can you see the structure for gold all through yesterday? Now look at US dollar as well all through yesterday. Now, there is something happening. We will always tell people, I will always said it to you that when dollar is strong, gold would likely be weak. When dollar is weak, gold will likely be strong. But the narrative does not follow 100% all the time. There are instances and some external factors that could influence that dimension that will not allow you to follow and go in that direction. And that's for the fact that there might for example, now the tension in the Middle East is rising more, especially with the attack on US forces, which they have begun to retaliate as well. All right, so when we begin to have some kind of tensions like that, what people do, especially traders, what they do is to one way or the other try to gravitate towards what is considered as safe haven asset. Safe haven asset. And gold is a traditional safe haven asset. So there is nothing you will do. People will still go for it, even in times of a kind of panic or stuff like that. So we see gold buying even when USD is buying as well. Okay. We see those things happening. Though we see some of the correlation happened yesterday. But I just wanted to show you that normally when you see dollar on the rise like that, you would normally see gold taking the other direction. But that didn't really pan out this time around, especially for this week. Okay, so dollar has open bullish as well. And the truth is this. Now, we saw it traded a kind of so on a kind of cautious lane yesterday. But then with the fundamentals coming out, you realize that the sentiments and the likes, all of them still tilt favorably in the direction of the dollar. Now, the for the FOMC tonight, the expected direction is that the Federal Reserve would maintain the current interest rate, meaning that there is no early cut in interest rate in sight. There is no early cut in interest rate in sight. All right. So in that case, dollar will become firmer. Dollar will become firmer. In the expectation that okay, we are not really expecting any interest rate anytime soon. At least the earliest will be in the month of May. Okay, so we may still see dollar push up higher. All right, but what could then militate against the dominance of dollar will now be okay. We've had a couple of quarterly reports from all the giants listed on the what's it called, indices market. Okay, so we've had some quarterly reports showing that they've been doing well, and so that may militate against the dominance of the dollar, right? But there, whatever the case is, we can always look at taking our position. And I should say this before we start having the high impact news released today. If your trade did not trigger before around 2 o'clock, you might just want to close your trade, except you just say, okay, whether the stuff is whether it triggers or it does not trigger, the news will trigger it for me, except you want to do that. All right. So, but then let's look at us having a good entry on US index this morning. I'm going to ask us to go in for a buy if price trades above, which it is actually doing. Price is trying to push upward here. It's now it's been able to break above the weak resistance here. So let's look at taking our buy if price trades above 103.502. 103.502 on our US index, 103.502. Let's look at taking our buy trade, 103.502. And then let's see how we can take our profit let's see how we can take our profit around 103.582. 103.5882. Okay, 103.582. But then let me see, coming a minute. Right. Okay. Okay. With good volume, it will give you. I'm tempted to just go a bit, just to, okay. Now, with what is happening now, let me do this. Let me do this so that we can have a kind of better trade. Let me do this. Now I'm looking at it still studying higher at least to trade in between this weak resistance and verified weak support here. This week is a resistance that has become a support. Okay, let me go on 30 minutes time frame to have a better outlook, and then we'll take good entries for ourselves. All right. Okay. Okay, it's a good one. Going for a buy stop at 103.502 and take a profit at 103.582. 103.502 and take your profit at 103.582. 103.582. Okay. Now, for an alternative position, going for a sell, but I should say to us as well, once it gets to this point and takes your profit, you might be prepared to go in to catch it with a sell limit. You might be prepared to catch it with a sell limit around this region, because once price hits this verified resistance, there is no fundamental driving it at the moment, right? So price is still going to respect the structure that we have here, where it's going to start coming down from the verified resistance you are seeing here on 30 minutes time frame. Okay, so once this buy stop triggers and takes you in profit, please be prepared to follow it with a sell around this 103.582. So if you like, you might want to also set a sell limit around this region, right? You might want to set a sell limit. This USD IDX, you might want this USD on this USD IDX, you might want to set a sell limit. Set a sell limit around this region. Once this price stop takes you in profit, set a sell limit around this region, because price will respect the structure before the news comes out. Okay, before the news comes out, price will respect it before the news comes out today. Okay, so take a buy stop here and then follow it with a sell stop. So take a buy stop at 103.502, 103.502, and take your profit at 103.582. Now, from this region of 103.582, follow it with a sell. You might want to also set a sell limit there. So set a sell limit around this region, and then follow it down all the way, all the way down. Okay. I think that's a good one. I was going to give you a sell stop as well, but it is most likely going to go up all the way before it starts coming down. Okay, but then yeah, it will not do any harm if I give you a sell stop here as an alternative direction. Okay, so for those of you who cares to take a sell stop as well on US index, you might want to go in at 103.344. 103.344. 103.344. Okay, and then follow it and then you can take your profit. Let's see what I want to go. All right. Okay. So, all right. So, going at 103.344 and take your profit at 103.267. 103.267. That is for a sell stop. That's for a sell stop. 103.344 and take your profit at 103.267. Okay, that's a good one. So let me just move straight to Euro USD this morning. I'll move to Euro USD this morning, and of course, uh, yesterday we saw how Euro tried to rally against the dollar, and as at 3:30 when the US market opened, dollar opened bearish. Dollar opened weak at that 3:30. Dollar opened weak, so we saw Euro trading stronger against it. All right, but then all the gain it made yesterday, it has lost. this morning. All the gain it made yesterday, it has lost this morning. But the good thing is this, I'll keep saying it. When there is no fundamental, it is still safe to use limit orders. When we do not have fundamental, it's still safe to use what's it called? Um Limit orders. Okay, I'm seeing a message here. You made a withdrawal for 2 days now and it has not been credited. Okay, withdrawal actuality is 0 to 48 hours is not new. So if it's still within the window of 0 to 48 hours, you are not being wronged. So just stay on course. Just stay on course. If it's still within the window of 0 to 48 hours, meanwhile, this is not the space for you to drop it, Mr. Ochechuku, right? Okay, but if it's within 0 to 48 hours, I believe your account manager must have told you this. So if he has told you or she has told you, there's no need for you coming up here to drop anything there, right? Okay, so if it's within 0 to 48 hours, no need for alarm. Okay, so I was saying that that when market would not have any major fundamental, okay, and we did not have any major fundamental, we could always engage the power of limit orders because market tends to uh obey and observe all the structures. So let me see some 30 minutes time here and see what we can do here because I'm looking at us. Okay, now it has begun to do so. Now with what is happening here, you can see price resting testing this untested support here, testing this untested support here and trying to push up again. Now the likelihood of it is for it because look at from where it fell this morning. So the price is between this verified resistance and this untested support. Although there are layers of resistance here, which price at least for the past this 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. The past 5 hours has not been able to trade right above beyond this region, showing that there is a resistance there. If I go on 15 minutes time frame, perhaps it will be clearer to see. You can see there is a resistance here preventing price from breaking above, and somehow it has just been ranging in between these zones. Now, what is the wisdom here? The wisdom is this. Now, I actually expect it to break above. Actually, I expect it to break this weak resistance. So it is weak resistance because it is weak resistance. Although because it is weak, rather. Although price for the past how many 5 hours has not been able to break above it, but I sure expect it to do so. So in this case, within what structure are we to trade? Within what structure are we to make? You can see that our price is bouncing off. Now you can see that it's being rejected as well around this region. So what I'm going to say to you is this. Now, let me mark it. Because I expect price to break above it actually. So where I'm going to ask you to expect a sell limit first will be around this region. So you might want to just prepare for a sell limit around this region, around the region of 1.08250. A sell limit, you might want to set a sell limit at 1.08250. 1.08250. Prepare to take a sell limit around this region. 1.08250. Take a sell limit, right? And then follow it down to price level 1.08148. 1.08148. Take a sell limit at 1.08250 and then look at taking your profit. At price 1.08148. All right. But then if you okay, let me see it again. 1 minute, please. Okay. All right. So 1 point. Well, I do not give you an instant sell on Euro USD because price is bouncing off this support and trying to go up to. So that's why I gave you a sell limit. I know there is a resistance around this region, you understand, but it's a weak resistance. Why not allow you to break it so that you can make something back? Because if you take an instant sell, well, it's good. It's going to sell down as well. But then it might not have more pips for you to trade with and make money. I said you want to use good volume. Okay, but it's not out of the option if you want to do it. Okay, but my preference is to give you a sell limit at 1.08250, 1.08250, and take your profit at 1.08148. 1.08148. All right. Then for your buy entry, I'm going to ask you, you can see that the moment it tests each time it lands on this weak support, it keeps going back up. It keeps going back up. So I'm going to ask you to go in for a buy stop, a buy limit, I meant to say, or you just prepare to take an instant buy once price hits this weak support region at around price 1.08148. 1.08148. I believe you are getting this in 1.08148. Let us hit the market once price gets there. All right. Let's hit the market when price gets there. Let me repeat myself again. Go for a sell limit at 1.08250 and take a profit at 1.08148. And I said now prepare to take a buy limit, a buy limit at 1.08148, which is our TP for the sell limit. Make it your entry for the buy limit. All right. So 1.08148 and look at taking a profit at 1.08250. 1.08250. All right. I believe that is understood as well. I believe that is understood as well on Euro USD. On Euro USD. All right. USD JPY. USD JPY. Now on USD JPY, you know, like I have been saying for quite a while now. I once said that we had a kind of a rhetoric surrounding this pair, and the rhetoric is that for the USD, we expected that USD would be weaker at least at the beginning of the year. Why we expect it was expected that the Japanese yen will be stronger what do we call it? Mm, their currency to lift up their banner in terms of strength because of the ultra David policy that they maintained for a good part of last year. But then we had the narrative changed based on the different events and the outcomes that we eventually saw when this year came in, right? But then if you look at it, the dollar has not been so much stronger against no now just look at it on daily time frame now, and then just consider some this. Well, dollar has been trading, dollar was strong at the beginning of the year and it's still strong actually. But look at the past few days. The moment dollar hit this week resistance, the past few days, it has been a case of up and down for the dollar against the Japanese yen. The whole move at least this year, the whole move this year is not will not be called a surprise because dollar came up strong, while Japanese yen came up weak. You understand, with the disaster that happened to them. But then since dollar reached this high, at least this year, it has been trading ranging against the Japanese yen. Okay, so Japanese yen is still somewhat strong. Okay, so is this somewhat strong? This is not the right class for you, Madam Justina Ijeoma. Okay, you might want to just go in just by 10 by today is Wednesday by 6 p.m. There will be an evening class session by 6 p.m. So my want to reach your account manager, who will give you the link. 6 p.m. There will be a session 6 p.m. So you might want to join in for that. Except you just want to stay and listen to what we are doing, observe one or two things, but this is not the first part of call for you today. All right. So I just said let me show you what's happening on daily time frame. Let me go back to our 4 hours time frame. Okay. And don't forget, Japanese yen is a safe haven asset. So in terms of panic and tension, people tend to go for it as well, to hold it as a safe haven asset, especially being the third biggest currency for the third biggest what's it called, economy in the whole world. All right, so let's look at us taking the entry on USD JPY. If price trade above, your buy stop, if price trade above 148.020, 148.020. It's just that my concern is that we'll be seeing more of price trading in between this 61 point this verified support and this verified resistance. Okay, so I will not be a big fan of buy stop and sell stop this morning, especially with the structure that I'm seeing here. I will not be a fan of buy stop and sell stop this morning. So I'm going to be looking at now. Imagine, look at it now. When price is the verified support region here, did you see what just happened? Price went up all the way. Now, price has hit this verified resistance and price is beginning to come down. It's beginning to come down. Now, this is it now. For those who are not risk averse, you might want to go in, just listen to me, you might want to go in for an instant sell, but your instant sell will not translate to instant profit for you because you can see price being rejected at this 38.2 fib level, but we had all these layers here as well. As a matter of fact, there is 61.8 fib level, which is the major retracement level here, when price began to bounce off and to go towards the buy direction here. But price struggled with it, but then still went up all the way. It got to the 50.080 level. It struggled with it, you understand, and still scaled above it. It got to 38.2 fib level. It struggled with it and then still went above it till it got to the verified resistance. Now, the same narrative will be what we'll be seeing for this sell trade, right? For this sell trade on what's it called? On USD JPY. Now you see price being rejected at this 38.2 fib level, but don't be taken by that. Price will still break it because what price is doing is to respect structure this morning, at least till that 2 o'clock time when we would have major fundamental. But if there's no major fundamental for now, price will trade in between this region or this verified support and this verified resistance. So I'm going to ask, go in for an instant sell on USD JPY. But let me say it again. The caveat is that it's not going to give you instant profit. I'll say it again. It's not going, if you are looking for instant profit, don't take it. It's not going to give you instant profit, but price will definitely trade down. At least it's going to trade down at least where you might look at taking your profit on this trade. You might just prepare yourself to take your profit at 147.342. 147.342. If you are taking an instant sell, look at taking your profit at 147.342. 147.342. Price will trade all the way. So you must have the gift of patience this morning. Otherwise, you might just want to say, oh my God, my money is going. Okay. So price is definitely going to trade, and then down to this 147.342. Okay. Now that said, so I was going to give you a buy stop before, but this even all through yesterday, look at what is happening now. All through yesterday, price, even with the fundamental, price only traded between this verified support and this week, the verified resistance. So let us respect structure and give honor to whom honor is due. All right. So that will not be beaten. All right. So let's so you might just want to go in for an instant sell, right? Going for an instant sell on this trade and look at taking your profit at 147.342. 147.342. Now, what for your buy trade? Remember the target is this verified support for your buy trade. So I'm going to ask you to do this so that we not have your trade trigger at the same time. Okay, for your buy trade, I'm going to give you a buy limit. I'm going to give you a buy limit at 147.181. 147.181. 147.181, and then you follow it up all the way. Now you ask me, now what if right now gets to this 147.342 and starts to go back up? Then follow it up once it starts going up. Follow it up, okay? But then I'm going to ask you to set your buy limits at 147.181. 147.181. 147.181. Let me repeat it again. 147.181. So where are you going to take your profit? I'm going to ask you to take your profit as well around this 38.2 fib level. I'm going to ask you to take your profit at 147.657. So look at taking your profits at 147.657. 147.657. So let me repeat myself. I said for your sell trade, going for an instant sell, and then look at taking your profit at 147.342. 147.342. Then for your buy trade, wait and catch it with a buy limit at 147.181. 147.181, and look at taking your profit at 147.657. Right. So let's look at GBP USD this morning. So yesterday we saw how GU sold, and it sold well. It sold well. And I remember telling some people who were on the live session yesterday that you could hold your sell, and then I think a good number of people made money from GU yesterday. Okay. So for for GU now, this money is trying to do a, because actually the loss it had yesterday, it began to do a cover up, though it did not do the 100% recovery yesterday on it. It did not do the 100% recovery of yesterday, but at least it did a good recovery. So for those who were in the market at that time, okay, you could have made more money. All right. However, this morning it opened bearish as well, and has been trading more bearish more longer than it has traded bullish this morning. Okay, so now if you look at it, price is still going to do some, because with what I'm saying here, price still wants to sell. This instrument still wants to sell. Okay, it still wants to sell, and if it said it's going to sell to this proving support region, it will sell to this proving support region. So let me see 30 minutes time frame and see the outlook on it before we make our final decision on GBP USD. Okay, so I'm going to ask us to do this on GBP USD. All right, I'm going to ask you to go in for a buy only, a buy stop now. If price trade above 1.26 1.26834 1.26834, go in for your buy. If price trade above 1.26834 1.26834, go in for your buy, and then look at taking your profit at price level 1.26977. 1.26977. Let me repeat it again. For your buy trade on GBP USD, go in at 1.26834. 1.26834, and look at taking your profit at 1.26977. 977. So for your sell trade, I'm going to give you a sell stop, right? I'm going to give you a sell stop on GBP USD. So go in for your sell if price trade below 1.26670. 1.26670. Go in for a sell and look at taking your profit at price level 1.26480. 1.26480. Let me repeat again. A sell at 1.26670, 1.26670, and take your profit at 1.26480. 1.26480. For your buy trade, going at 1.26834, and look at taking your profit at 1.26977. All right, I believe that this is well understood as well. All right. Okay, thank you. I think we've taken like how many PS 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's switch to some other instruments and see what we can do. Let's look at oil. Let's look at oil. All right. Let's look at oil. So on oil, now you could see how oil like 2 days ago, how the mighty became how the mighty fell. How the mighty for oil, it was a case of how the mighty has fallen, right? So oil fell. It began to fall on uh that should be Monday. It began to fall on Monday, and then the fall cascaded down till yesterday before it tried to do a recovery. But then it's beginning to lose the gain that it made yesterday as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do for us is this for this morning on oil. Okay, but then I should preach the gospel of patience to some of us. So if you have been joining this live money market review for a while, we will touch all these things that you're asking. We will eventually get there. So please let us exercise the gift of patience. All right. Or is it better called the fruit of patience? Okay. So let us exercise the fruit of patience, please. All right. So that we can get, so let us not cluster all these chat things with stuff like that. All right. So for oil this morning. So I am just going to give you um a let me start with a sell stop on oil. You can go in for a sell at 81.68. 81.68. Going for a sell at 81.68. Going for a sell at 81.68. And then look at taking your profit. Look at taking your profit around price level. Around price level 81.25. 81.25. Use good volume, you make good money. Yes, right here. 81.25. You make good money from these points. You make good money. All right, that's for your entry on oil. It's 1.68 for your sell, and then take your profit at 81.25. Okay. All right, so for your buy trade, just going is a buy stop I'm going to give you. Just going if price trades above, the price trades above 82.72, 82.72. Okay, just look at taking your profit. Look at taking your profit at price 82.23. Going for your buy at 82.72 and take a profit at 83.23. Going for your buy at 82.72 and take a profit at 83.23. 83.23. 83.23. All right. All right. Uh let's continue. Let's continue. Right. Let's continue. Um, let's go to price level. I said price level. Let's go to gold. Let's do gold. All right. Now you could see that gold at least on one large time frame now, it has been having a kind of rally since it hit this verified support on the 25th. Since it hit this verified support on the 25th, it has been going up, 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 up all the way. It has been going up, up all the way. All right. So it has been going up all the way, all the way up here. Okay, so we can still, so gold might still push up at least this week because it's being gravitated towards as a safe haven asset as well. So I'm going to ask you to go in. Now I'm going to give you a buy stop and a sell stop on gold, a buy stop and a sell stop on gold. However, just like I said, you could see what is happening here all through today. At least, though I know the day is still fresh. The day is still fresh. This is 8:15. The day is still fresh. You can see that it's just been trading between this 38.2 Fib level and this stone cold resistance. Now, the moment it hit this support level here, if you check it on 30 minutes time frame, you see it in a bigger view. Now, the moment it, can you see it here? The moment it hits this weak support here, it bounced off and started buying till it got to this untested resistance. Now, the truth is this. See, with what is happening here, technically speaking, it's time for you to go in for a sell. Technically speaking, it's time for you to go in for a sell on gold. It's time to go in for a sell. Yes, am I not saying the 38.2 Fib level? Yes, I'm saying it. I'm saying it. All right. But price is still going to come back to test this region as well. Going to come back to test this region as well. And as in the case of the other one, I said to you that don't expect an instant profit on it, right? Don't expect an instant profit on it, but price is still going to sell. Price is going to sell it as is this untested resistance. You may just prepare yourself to follow it with a sell. Prepare yourself to follow it with a sell. Okay, so let me just say it to you as well. Please prepare to follow it with a sell from here. Prepare to follow it with a sell over here. So you might just want to look at it. I like to start selling and then just follow it. But if you are the one that you have understood the psychology of the market, like irrespective of what it's doing now, price is still going to sell. You might want to enter an instant sell from here. You might want to enter an instant sell from here because it's still going to sell. It's going to sell down to at least price level. It's going to sell at least down to price level 2033 2033.29. So you might want to go in for an instant sell, allow it to run, all right? Because people, when they see negative, they start chatting and say it's on negative. I know it will be on negative, all right? So, but allow it to run, okay? Allow it to run to 33.29 to 39. But if you are the type that you just want to be careful, you don't want to engage any risk, no voila. Just allow and enjoy that your fruit of patience. Allow you to run you through a buy stop position. A buy stop position at 2041.13, and then look at taking your profit, yes, up all the way to 2045.83. That is for those who just want to be patient enough, as I patient enough, all right? And if you have your millionaire as patience, it's a good one. All right. Not okay. But then my preference is I'm going to go in for a sell now, and then look at taking my profit around 23.29. So for my buy so in that case, now as this trade, as this sell trade keeps prospering, right? I'm going to allow you to sell down to 23.29 and also follow it with a buy limit from that 23.29. I'm going to follow it with a buy limit at 2033.29. I'm going to follow it with a buy limit at 2033.29. Okay, I believe that is got as well. Hope this thing is clear. All right, I'm going to follow it with a buy limit at 23.29. Okay, thank you everyone for good. So let me look at US 100 this morning. Let's see US 100 this morning. All right. So US 100 this morning US 100 sold well. It really sold well, and for those in the market who took advantage of it, yes, yesterday was like water pouring down, pouring down the mount from the mountain. Okay, pouring down from the mountain. All right. So for US 100 now, in the normal what's it called, trading knowledge, you would want to say that, okay, this gap down we saw here, price is still going to do a kind of recovery just to follow it. And actually, now on 30 minutes time frame, I would say it's time for you to just go in for a buy. It's time for you to go in for a buy, actually. Okay. But it's just that today it has been a ranging market. It has been a ranging market, and it is somewhat a bit worrisome. But the thing is, this is US 30, US 100, I meant to say. Yeah, US 100 though. Some few pips here will give you good money. All right. This I'm reading about 45 pips, in about 47 pips here, between this verified support level and this stone cold resistance level is at least 45 pips, 45 pips. And US 100, I think as a last check, US 100 on 0.1 will give you something like 0.1 will give like around 1,800 per pip value. 1,800 per pip value. So imagine you taking like 30 pips, 40 pips on US 100, US 100 on 0.1. You know how much that will give you, right? Okay, so it is selling here. It is selling here. All right, so it is selling here. You might just want to now with your knowledge of support and resistance, please. Here, I will be an advocate of an instant sell. I will be an advocate of an instant sell here, and I'm going to look at taking my profit. I will be an advocate of an instant sell on US 100, right? And we're going to take my profit at 17431.8. I'll go in for an instant sell and then take my profit at 17431.48. I'll go in for an instant sell and take my profit, an instant sell from where prices here now, and then take my profit at this is about 20 pips. This is about 20 pips. Okay, I'll take my profit at 17431.48. So I'm going to go in for an instant sell, actually on US 100, an instant sell on US 100, and I will take my profit at 17431.48. 17431.48. Hope we got that. 17431.48 will be my take profit. Okay. Okay, that is for US 100. And then with what you can see here now, I'm also going to follow it with a buy limit. I'm going to follow it with a buy limit. Now, let me do this. I'm going to follow it with a buy limit as well. Once it's my TP, I'm going to set my buy limit maybe a little below. And it will not make any difference. Though if I could as well have used my TP as my entry for a buy limit. I could as well have used my TP as my entry for a buy limit. Okay, I could use my entry for my TP for that sell limit, for this instant sell rather. I could use it as the entry. All right. So I said take an instant sell and take your profit at 17431.48, 17431.48, 17431.48. Okay, so I'm going to use this entry, this TP rather, for my instant sell. I'm going to use it as my entry for my buy limit. I'm going to take my profit for my buy limit at 17458.30. So hear me clearly again. I'm going for an instant sale on US 100. I'm going to take my profit at 17431.48. Okay. And then I'm going to go for a buy limit at 17431.48 and take my profit now. Take my profit at 17458.30. I'll take my profit at 17458.30. Again, let me see it again to avoid any confusion. All right. I'll go in for an instant sale and take my profit at 17431.48. 17131.48. That take profit will now function as my entry price for my buy limit at 17431.48. 17431.48. And I'll look at taking my profit now for that buy limit at 17458.30. 17458.30. All right. That is for US 100. Okay, so for US 30, okay, and this also giving me the same thing. Here now is a good time for you to go in for a sell. Where what you are seeing here is a good time for you to go in for a sell on US 30. It's a good time to go in for a sell on US 30. It's a good time to go in for a sell. If you go for an instant sell, go for an instant sell on US 30 and look at taking your profit at 138,575. Look at 38,575, 38,575, 38,575. An instant sell and look at taking your profit at 38,575, 38,575. And like I would always say, you don't always need to wait for TP before you take your profit. Okay, use good volume and then you make good money for yourself. Yes. And then I'm going to, because I said it at the beginning for those who didn't join. Okay, I said in the case where we do not have any major fundamental at the early hours of the day like this, market tends to respect structure, and that's what we've seen it. So we've seen most of the instruments do. We've seen one of the instruments. That's what we've seen them do this morning, right? So respecting structures, touching resistance zone, then selling off from there, touching support zones, then buying all the way from there. All right. So I'm going to pitch my tents with the bears at least this morning before we have the fundamentals. I'm going to pitch my tents with the bears. I'm going for a sell. Yes, I know it's pushing up, but I'm going to go in for a sell on US 30, and I will take my profit. I'll take my profit at 38,575, 38,575, right? And then for my buy entry, I'm going to look at, I'm going to even use I will use the same entry. I will use the same entry and then follow it up all the way. I use the same entry. I will go in for a buy limit. I can set the buy limit at 38,575. A buy limit at 38,575. Buy limit at 38,575. And then I look at taking my profit right at I'm going to take my profit at 38639. 38639. 38639. 38639. Okay, that's my preference and position on US 30 this morning. Okay, I'm just going to do just maybe two more, and then we call it a day here today. All right. US 500. US 500. You know, now typically you see most of these indices instruments doing the same thing, the same thing. Okay. Now this one open it's opened and it has covered the gap down. It has covered the gap down that happened on it. It has covered it. All right. So this is what I'm going to do for you on this one. I'm going to ask you to go in for a self stop, going for a sell stop if price trade below 4931.3. 4931.3. Go in for a sell stop at 4931.3. 4931.3. Going for a sell stop at 4931.3. 4931.3. Going for a sell stop at 4931.3. 4931.3. Going for a sell stop at 4931.3, and then take a profit. Take a profit at 4927.9. 4927.9. 4927.9. 4927.9. 4927.9. 4927.9. Going for your TP at 4927.9, an entry at 4931.3, and take your profit at 4927.1. All right. Then for your buy trade on it, as a matter of fact, all these indices market this morning, I'm expecting more of sales from them, sell trade from them. All right. So, but then let me give you a buy stop on this one. Let me give you a buy stop on this one. Going for a buy at 4937.0, 4937.0, 4937.0, and then take your profit at 4940.5, 4940.5, 4940.5, 4940.5. For those who have understood the psychology of this market over and over, you will know that you could have as well taken advantage of an instant sale, even on this instrument. You could as well, but whatever the case is, all of them we sell at least respecting the structure, so far, okay, so far, and that's what's going to happen. All right. So for those who took the instant sell on US 100, you should be running in some profit, or very close to your profit, right? And then what's it called? The US 30 is still going to run in sell. It's going to run as a sell trade as well. All right. So that is for US 500. US 500. And then let me quickly do US 2000. Let me do US 2000. Let me do US 2000. Okay. All right. So on US 2000 this morning. So, well, even what I have here, have here is still okay for it. You can go in for a buy at 2015. 2015. Let me just move it up a bit so that we're not just here and then going for a buy at 2015.6. 2015.6. Good. Going for a buy at 2015.6. Let's just take some 30 pips here and take your profit at 2018.6. Going for your buy at 2015.6, 2015.6, and look at taking your profit. Look at taking your profit at 2018.6, 2018.6, 2018.6. All right, 2018.6. Then for your sell trade, and I think I need to also mention, and I need to also mention this. US 100, US 30, they are going to sell. If you enter a buy now, you still be in negative. You can try it. You can try it. Enter a buy. You still be in negative. You can try it. You can try it to right. So all right. So you I was saying something before my attention got drawn to the chat and comments. All right. So US 2000, you are going for your sell if price trade below 2010, 2010.0, 2010.0, go in for your 2010.0, go in for your sell is a sell stop, and then you can look at taking your profit at 2006.7, 2006.7, 2006.7. Okay, 2006.7. Go in for your sell at 2010.0 and take a profit at 2006.7. 2006.7. All right. All right, 2006.7. So that is that for US 2000. That's for US 2000. All right. So I see people asking for gold. I have gone through gold. I've gone through gold. I ran through it. I ran through it. I think I gave us an instant sell on gold. I remember, Abby. And I said you should take your profit as 2033.29. 2033.29. So all these structures, why am I taking this position? I'm looking at this structure. That's why it is technical analysis, using the past to predict the future. Look at what it did here. He sold, it has structured, it's going to sell as well. You understand? So you might just need to be patient, okay? And for those on US 100, all right, you might just need to be patient. He's not buying either, all right? He's not buying, okay? So it's here, it came down, it is going to come down as well. So you might just need to please exercise. Madam Christian, is it Mr. Christian Ichela? I just did gold again now. All right, maybe somebody will help you with the position. All right, so is he going to sell? Okay, so if you there's nothing to add to nothing what's it called? This is not the class to explain this. So please, you might just want to ask your account manager. All right, okay. I just need to ask your account manager for the difference between buy stop and sell stop. Buy stop and buy limit. All right. So or instant sell. Do you understand? This is not the class to do it. Okay. So just what somebody is asking, why am I taking a sell? It's because of what I've seen here, and that's what I want you to also know, to understand. You get, when price hits this resistance, it came down. You get, so it has hit it again. You understand? It's going to sell. You understand me? So just relax, just relax. And there's no, if there had been fundamental, I would not have taken a sell. Do you get? But there's no fundamental. There's no fundamental. Okay, you understand? Okay. So then US 30, you can see US 30, it hits the resistance, it's beginning to sell as well. It's beginning to sell. So just relax, just relax. All right. So and the same thing, look at this one now. It's already giving us a sell what's it called? A signal. So all of them, and this is selling already. All right, so I think it's a good place for us to draw the curtain and this morning. So in case you missed this session, you want to recommend this session for anyone, you can just go on YouTube and search Rally Trade, search Rally Trade, and then you see most of our all our videos, our live sessions, and stuff that we've done. Okay, so I want to say thank you to everybody for joining in. We truly appreciate your presence here. And thank you. I believe beyond you taking entries, you are looking at how we are analyzing the market, why we make some decisions, why we take some trades. And because our goal is for you to also come up to that level where you are also able to analyze the market yourself and please trade profitably. And that will be our joy. It is when you succeed well that we also laugh and smile. When you make money, it is our delight because we know you will tell somebody else about us. So if you have made money this morning, please tell somebody else about Rally Trade. Recommend Rally Trade to another person. Let also make money from your from your referrals. Make money from your recommendations. If you have not been an IB, if you've not joined or become a partner, go on your client office, click on the menu button. You will see partnership. Click on partnership, right? And then accept to be an IB. Once you accept to be an IB, a unique link will be generated for you. Send it to people who will register, and they'll be registered directly under you. As a trade, you'll be having rebates as well. Let them fund well, let them take good trades, and keep making your money, not only from trades, also from being a partner with Rally Trade. Thank you, everybody. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful. Let me say it again. Market will move well today. Market will move well today. 8 p.m., 2:30, 2:15, 2:30, 8 p.m. Market will move well. Make your money. It's going to be a very wonderful, wonderful, wonderful trading day. Thank you, everybody. Have a very profitable, peaceful day. God bless you.